Hey guys, welcome to episode 20 of Bukkit for Beginners. It has been a long time since I've posted one of these. I think it's been almost 2 months now. I know I posted a video before about the tower defense server that I was making, and I just so you guys know, I actually decided to put that on hold for a while. One, because I have to focus on school, and also because it was taking a lot of time away from making videos. And I just finished I finished a website today. It's gonna be or I should say it is a Bukkit learning website. It's called bukkitlessons.com. It's right here. I offer private lessons if you want, where I will they're hour-long sessions, and I'll teach you anything that you want to know. I can start from the very beginning if you want. If you don't feel like watching videos and you want to be able to talk back and forth and ask questions and get like immediate responses, I can do that. If you know a lot of Bukkit already or a lot of Java, we can start like wherever you want. If you just want to do one lesson on a certain thing that you're confused about, I can do that. Do anything you want. If you're new to it, like I say here, I'll do like a 15 minute introduction where I'll figure out like what you want to learn, how much you know, and then we'll go from there. And yeah, so yes, it is paid because I'm doing this also as a way to pay for my college, but I'm also doing it to help teach people because I like teaching the right way, and I just enjoy teaching in general. So you can also do plugin requests here if you want me to make a plugin for you. I offer two things. You can do a starter plugin, which is where like if you want to make a mini game but you're not quite sure how to like set up the arenas or set up the teams or something, like all the background stuff, the stuff that's kind of boring. I can set all that up for you. I can get the foundation for the plugin done, and then I'll send you the source code for it, and then you can finish the plugin and add all the fun stuff. I can also do full plugins where you tell me your idea and I'll write it from start to finish. So if you are into that, I have all the downloads here. I use TeamViewer and Skype for teaching lessons, and then I also have an Eclipse download. And then I just, I have About Me, Contact, whatever. There's a videos section where I'm posting all of these videos at. As you can see, here's episode 20 that I'm recording right now. So if you want to watch them on the site, eventually I'm going to put like a next button here, kind of like I do on the videos, but I'm going to stop putting them on the videos because it's a pain in the butt, honestly, to have to like put the annotations in from YouTube and stuff. It's a pain. So I'm going to put a nice button here and here to go forward and back from the videos, and you can watch it right from the site. So that is my new site. I'm trying to get it advertised, get people aware of it. I'm thinking about adding a forums too, where people can ask questions on there and hopefully get responses by people other than me, because I have gotten, I think, over 100 Skype contact requests, and I accept all of them, and of people asking questions, and I don't physically have the time to answer all your questions. I mean, look at these. Let me show you my contacts. I mean, look at that thing. It's huge. All these people. But so yeah, I don't have that much time to be able to go in depth with everybody, which is why I'm offering the lessons. If you're really into it, you can continue with that. I'll answer quick questions and stuff, but hopefully I get more people involved and we can get a whole group here going. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun. So anyway, let me continue. Let me actually do this episode. I wanted to get all that out there because it's been a while, but I'm going to be trying to focus on these lessons, and also on making more videos. So just a note, to do a private lesson, because I've had people confused about this, you go to here, and then this shows all the times that I have available, and you just click any one you want, and then you can reserve the lesson spot. And then it'll send you like a nice email of your lesson information and all that. So that is that. Let's begin. So I said in the last video 2 months ago that I was going to go over how to debug your plugins. So I'm going to go over three of the biggest mistakes that people make, and I have a few bad code examples here that I wrote on purpose to try to break the plugin. Let me clear this up a little bit. Hold on. So let's go to this command turtles. Okay, so first off, the biggest mistake that people make is they forget to they don't provide the correct path to their main class. You have to make sure that this is not capitalized. This has to be a lowercase m, just like that, and this has to the first part of this has to be the package name, exactly, capitals and everything. And then the last thing should be the name of the main class. Now this is the class that extends Java plugin, which in my case is turtles, and it's all case sensitive. So that's very important. I've had, I think, 5 people say, I don't know why my plugin won't start. It'll just say, it'll throw an exception. Here, I'll show you what the exception is. Let's break it. We're gonna have fun breaking my plugins today. Let me save this as YouTube practice. Alright. So, oh my god, scary code. Most people, when they see this, they basically poop themselves and then they go and run to me or someone else instead of actually like looking through it, because it's scary. There's a lot of words and a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. But this is like gold. This is this shows you how to fix your plugin, basically. So if you just calm yourself down and read could not load plugins YouTube practice.jar. So it's having a problem loading your plugin. Next line will show the exception that it throws. Invalid plugin exception. Okay, so that means that there's a problem with your plugin.yml, and if you go to the very bottom, it'll show you exactly what's happening. It'll say caused by class not found exception, me Applejuze YouTube practice turtle. So what this is telling you right here is it couldn't find this class, which I'm saying is in me Applejuze YouTube practice turtle. So it's looking for a turtle class, but our class is named turtles with an S. So that should be a hint to you. Wait a second. It's called turtle. There is no turtle class. I have to go back and change that to turtles. And that's it. This is called a stack trace. If you ever see that word, stack trace is just this crap that explains what's wrong with your plugin, and it's not going to do it for this one because this isn't a issue in the actual code, but usually it'll give you the line number that the problem's on. So that's important. Next thing is null pointer exceptions. I know if you've been coding at least for a week, I'm sure you've seen a null pointer. They are awful. And I'm going to show you an example of one now. So we have our command, hello command. We have an instance of our main class called plugin. It's an instance of the turtles class, which is our main. And in here, we're going to access the plugin object. So we're going to send the player a message. We're going to access plugin, and then inside plugin is the my name variable, if you remember from the last video, which is listed as Kyler. So we're going to access that and send the player a message. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, ready? I think it might throw another error here. Yeah. Okay. So before we go over that, there's another error that people sometimes make. So let's go step by step and go through this. So it threw a null pointer exception, and it's showing you where? Right here at the top. It threw it at me applejuze.youtubepractice.turtle. So in the turtles class, in the onEnable method, at turtles.java, which is the class, line 14. This shows the line number, turtles.java 14. So let's go to our turtles class, and let's look at line 14. This.getCommand test. So we're looking to get the command test and set the executor to it. So now it's saying that there's a null pointer exception. That means that there's an object that's null and you're trying to do something to it. Null means there's no value. There's nothing inside of it. It's like an empty balloon. So what it's saying is you're trying to access it or do something to it when you can. There's no value to it. So let's go through here. Let's try to figure out where it's at. So it's making a new test command and it's passing an instance of this class. Could this class be null? No, because it's enabled. So that's not it. Nothing in test command would throw a null pointer because you're just making a new. So how about here at test? This is where it would throw the error, because in here in the plugin.yml, if you look here, we don't have the command. So it's trying to get the command test from the plugin.yml and set the executor to it, but it can't because it's not there. So it's null. And it's throwing a null pointer because you're trying to access something that's not there. So if we just put test, and then we go ahead and let's export this. I'm being attacked by Skype. And we reload our plugin. It works fine. So let's move on to the next problem, which would be a null. It's a different kind of null pointer. So let's go and debug this. So let's set the time to day here. Alright, so we're going to do test. Oh my god, just pooped myself. This is the generic message that Bukkit sends if any kind of exception is thrown in your code, like any kind of error is thrown. So if you see this, head right to your console and then you try to figure out what's wrong. So let's go down. Oh, okay, it wants to go over the out of bounds one first. That's fine. So there's an exception called array index out of bounds. So if you look at the bottom here, it says that's what it's caused by, and it'll show you exactly where. Applejuze future practice test command on command inside of the well, I can't talk. Inside of the test command class at line 22. So let's go back. Let's go look for line 22 in the test command class. Right here. So it's throwing an error when they send the player the message. So the only variable in here is args1. That's the only thing that could be throwing an error. So can you guess what this would be? It's because there is no args1. I'm trying to access an argument in the string in here that's not there, because since I just did /test, oops, there's no argument. So this, oops, I'm sorry, args right now is null because I didn't do any arguments. So you're trying to access something that's not there. So if we do a check here, you say if the length of args is well, since this is accessing 1 is actually the second element, because all Java arrays and lists start at 0. So if the length is greater than or equal to 2, then we can send them a message. If it's not, we can say invalid command. So now if we go back and we export it, let's reload, and you'll notice we do test, invalid command. If we do test hi and then ponies, since there's 2 arguments, so the length is equal to 2, so it's going to go in that if statement, and then it's going to print us out your name is ponies, because ponies is the second argument. So we fixed that. Now, lastly, let's go into our. That's why it didn't throw the other error. It's because it was in the hello command. So let's go into hello. Ah, gosh. So we're back to our null pointer exception, and as you can see, it tells us right where it's at. It's in the hello command, line 23. So let's go to hello command, line 23. So it's right here. So it's throwing an error at when you send the player a message. So the first thing to check is player null. No, it's not, because you're casting the sender to a player. That's fine. Sending a message, a method can't be null. That's not how they work. So the last thing it could be is my name null. Let's go to turtles. No, that's it. That has value to it. It's equal to Kyler. All right. So it must be the plugin. And why is this null? Because look, we gave no value to it. We never set the plugin equal to the plugin that you passed in. So we have to set this plugin equal to passed plugin. Because without this line here, it was just accessing a null object. Like, you can declare objects without giving them a value. So you were trying to access something that was not there. So hopefully that makes a little more sense as far as actually being able to read and troubleshoot your own code. Next episode, I'm going to start the kits plugin, and those episodes, it's going to be like 2 or 3 episodes. Those episodes are really going to help me explain stuff like in a real plugin coding atmosphere, so you'll be able to see the application of stuff. So that will be excellent. But I think that's it for this one. So stay tuned until the next one, and we will finally start that kits plugin. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.